Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the co-chairs of Gov 2.0 Expo Showcase, Mark Drapeau and Laurel Ruma.
Good morning. We're so glad that you're here at the Gov 2.0 Expo Showcase. We're glad you made it out on this Tuesday after a nice holiday weekend.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark. The focus of this conference is about bringing people together who are bringing the principles of the web as a platform to the practical business of governing. And today we're going to hear from a lot of people that are doing exactly that, people who have planned projects in Government 2.0 and deployed them or are about to, and have important lessons to share with all of you. But before we get to that, Laurel and I want to say a few words about something coming up in May called the Government 2.0 Expo. TechWeb and O'Reilly Media have been planning the Web 2.0 Summit and Web 2.0 Expo since 2004, and to some extent, the Government 2.0 Expo has grown out of that. And this is all about making Government 2.0 a reality. It's about building a community of people. It's not about lecturing, but it's about listening. It's about sharing best practices and empowering a movement that I think many people are very excited about right now. And so this event today, the Government 2.0 Expo Showcase, is the first event of many, and I think it'll really start something really exciting. So here's what we have in store for you today. A few months ago, we put together a call for proposals in 5 categories of Government 2.0. We called them process, provider, partner, protector, and peacekeeper. And we received almost 200 proposals, way more than we could possibly show you today. And we're working on a plan to show you guys some of the proposals that we weren't able to demonstrate today. And so that'll be on the web eventually. But I want to start by thanking everyone that submitted. I know some of you are today attending but not speaking. We sincerely thank you. And leading up to the Government 2.0 Expo in May, we really want to get your input. Laurel and I are co-chairs of the Government 2.0 Expo. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your feedback on the talks today. And we want to build this community going forward. I'd also like to thank, I think we have a slide of our program committee members. We had a lot of people that helped Laurel and I go through all these proposals and select the people that will be speaking today. They're great people. I'd like to get a quick round of applause for these 16 or so people that helped us out. And I think you'll see quite a few of them on stage today introducing speakers and running panels. And so now Laurel will go to a brief description of the interesting talk format that we have going on today.
Well, so first off, we actually are doing a 6th category, which is the Apps for America to Data.gov challenge that was created by the Sunlight Foundation. So we're really excited to host the finalists of that contest here today. And the way that today is going to work is that these presentations are in 5 minutes. So imagine if you were working all year on this really great project, but you only had 5 minutes to tell the world what it was about. So these people are working really hard to stay within these crazy constraints. So please be patient, be forgiving, and most of all realize that they really do only have 5 minutes to get on the stage and then off. There are 5 categories, and every category has 5 presenters. So at the end of the 5th presenter, we'll have them all come back on stage and have a panel discussion. After the panel discussion, we're going to have a brief 5-minute Q&A with the audience. So get your questions ready for these panelists. As you can see, the number 5 is really important today. So after the panel discussion, and we'll go through the entire day with our 5 categories. The winners of every category will be given a Gov 2.0 award at the end of the day. So it would be great to stick around and actually see who won. So the way that the voting works is that you will have 1 minute, American Idol style, to text your favorite presentation to a number. And then we'll tally the votes, and at the end of the day, that's who will decide the winner. So your participation is really important.
All right, got that? So have your phones ready towards the end of every single panel if you want to participate in voting. And you can't use a computer, remember. This is only text messaging. And speaking of participation, a lot of you know that I love Twitter. And we really encourage you to tweet today and tag your tweets with #gov20E or #gov20Expo so that people that are not here can feel like they're part of the event and know what's going on. And I encourage you to follow Gov2 Events on Twitter. They'll be tweeting from not only from today, this event, but the summit tomorrow. And going forward, there'll be news and information about the Expo coming up in May. Also, there are a number of different ways you can get information besides Twitter. There's a Facebook group, there's a GovLoop group, there's a LinkedIn group, and you can access all of that through gov2expo.com. Also, we're videotaping everything today. And while some speakers might decline to have their talks posted online, most of the talks will be available within a week, and I think the early ones will start coming up later this afternoon. So you can check in on that, and feel free to comment on that or share that information with people you think might be interested. And I think also the speakers' presentations will be available starting this afternoon. And again, some people might decline that, but I think most of them will be available. So we had a lot of great sponsors that really stepped up. This is a first-time event for O'Reilly and TechWeb in the government space, and a lot of great sponsors stepped up. The founding sponsors are Jive and Microsoft, and they really contributed a lot, and I'd like to get a round of applause for Jive and Microsoft for helping to make this possible. They're out in the hallway. You can go see them and talk to them about all the cool stuff they have going on. We also have some premier supporters, including Google, Igloo, and SiteWorks, and some supporters, additionally, P-Tracker and Craig Newmark. And without their support, truly, this event would not have been possible. So keep them in mind. Visit them during the breaks and at lunch. They have tables set up. And we'd also like to thank a company called Moses, which is making the American Idol-style voting possible for you. MOZES, so check them out. And finally, some premier media sponsors, NextGov and Government Executive Media Group, who no doubt will be writing about this today, and they've helped promote the event, and we'd really like to thank them. And speaking of one of our sponsors, Google, in case you're not aware, later on after this event, there'll be a reception at the Google headquarters at 1101 New York Avenue. I'm sure there'll be a train coming out of here of people going to Google if you don't know where it is. And the rumor is that if you attend the reception, you will have the opportunity to get a copy of or access to Google Voice. So if you don't know what Google Voice is, you can find out about that at the reception. And without further ado.
Well, I just wanted to tell you a little bit more about O'Reilly Media. And we are the book publisher of the iconic Animal books for software developers. We're also the creator of the first commercial website and the organizer of the summit meeting that gave the open source movement its name. We're the prime instigator of the DIY movement through Make Magazine, and we continue to think of ways to bring people together to have these great conversations.